Question everything, trust nothing. It's your boy, CryptoKeeper, and we are here holding it down on a Friday afternoon. And since I need to hold it down, I need some help. I had to call in some backup, so I had to bring my boy, the one and only Crypto Blood. Blood, what's going on, brother?
Boy, woo! That intro, baby.
You,
woo!
I'm telling you,
pumped, baby. Let's go.
Woo, let's go. I'm telling you, I got to figure out how to keep that, hype right off the rip. Because if not, it's like intense, and then I'm like, question everything, trust nothing. Yeah, so Crypto Fam, we're excited to have Blood on this afternoon. We're gonna have some fun this afternoon. We got a couple good articles we're gonna chat on, but before we do that, let's get a little small talk. Didn't you have a good what'd you do earlier today? You were interviewing somebody?
Yeah, man. I had the legendary Mark Yusko on, so great to have him on. It was an excellent interview. All my YouTube members will get that first.
Nice.
And yeah, let me just get rid of this. I got some feedback. Must have the video going somewhere else. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. So man, Mark Yusko, many of you guys know who he is. He just did a kicking session with crypto. So first time on, it won't be the last. He loved it, and we'll have him back on. But all my YouTube members, premium members, will be getting that video tonight.
Nice. Something was just going on with all the stuff. Is all your stuff all right? You good? Talk to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna show you what's going on in a minute. Bloodlytics, baby.
Bloodlytics, baby. Let me take a look at the. Let's take a look at the markets here in just a second. Crypto Fam, if you've not already smashed the likes, do your thing. Jump on there, smash the likes. Follow Crypto Blood if you're not already. Follow his Twitter. Follow him on YouTube. Do all the things that we ask you to do on social media. And as always, we just had. Well, listen, I can't give away who it was with, but Crusader and I just had a meeting that could change the face of Danger Close Alpha as you know it. So if you're not involved right now, get in there, dangerclosealpha.com. We've got the 5 ETH giveaway that's going to be happening. But we have a collaboration with a massive name that's got a lot of synergy with what we're doing. So we got some stuff going on that we will share with you when and if I can. Well, I'll be able to soon, but I can't do it just yet. So you'll find out about that. Stick around. Let's take a look at the markets, and then we will get a little TA love from the Bloodlytics. So the overall crypto market cap is at $993.59 billion with a B dollars. That's up 2.23%. We got Bitcoin at 21,807. It keeps moving. We're going to find out why here in a second. Actually, 21.8 just kind of made a little jump there. I think it was just updating. ETH up over 1,600. We're at $1,617. That's up almost 14% on the week. Let's go. BNB creeping on that 300 number you always hear me talking about. That's an important number. That is something to pay attention to. Cardano at 35 cents. I still think that's a fantastic buy long term for sure. And then Dogecoin and Matic rounding out the top 10. Solana, which I just always dog on, has been absolutely ripping recently, up 37.56%. My question would be, is this is this some little behind the scenes action from some of the investors that otherwise were in prior that are trying to, make some money back, or are we actually going to see something out of Solana this next run? Blood, before you actually pull up, why is this doing this? Hold on a second. What is going on? This is so weird. I literally, holy mackerel. Okay, that was really weird. It had me froze on a full screen, and I couldn't get off of I couldn't normally stop my screen share like I normally would. Before you show me the Bloodlytics, I just want to ask you. Bill Noble has been on the channel twice this week, and he said something that really interested me. I'd love to hear your thought on it. He said that the run has started, the move has started, and he showed a bunch of time. He basically said, hey, the bottom's in. We're going to have pullbacks, this, that, and the third, but we're moving, and that we might be incredibly sideways and make some moves here and there, whatever. But he says the bottom's in. He thinks the run has started. What are your thoughts?
I don't want to agree with him because my thesis is that we go lower because of macro headwinds that we still have. But man, it's surely looking like it, bro. Like we literally just heard the news break late last night. Genesis we're going to talk about that on today's episode. Genesis files for bankruptcy.
Yep.
And we got absolutely no reaction negatively from the market, which again, it just, the only thing that I'm concerned about at this point now, Genesis is off the checklist. See, everyone knows Crypto Diamond said that Genesis was going to go bankrupt, and it just did. Grayscale, DCG, those two last ones to fall. But I'm pretty impressed. I have to admit, I am very impressed with this market, bro. Not what I thought was going to happen. I'm just be honest with you. I did not think it was going to go this way.
It's almost like it's numb at this point. Like,
well, there are no more sellers. That's what I think. At the end of the day,
seller exhaustion has kicked in.
Yeah, there was literally no one left to sell. And then the new year came, second week in the new year. That's really the first business week in the new year. You had new capital come into the markets. People had to allocate new fresh capital to the crypto markets, and it just started pumping up.
Yep. I like how Bill explained it. He explained it really simply. Basically, when seller exhaustion happens, the price has to, and Magic was talking about it too, the price has to move up. It has no other way to go. It can't just sit there, right? And so the next, okay, where's the next person selling? Oh, well, it's up here because nobody's selling down here. So
no one's
selling up here.
The only people are buying
up here.
No.
But what I'm saying is it's looking for the sell orders, but they're higher, and then that's where it's continuing to move up.
Exactly.
Following those higher sell orders, which push the price up, which I thought was really interesting. So tell me what Blood Analytics is saying about the markets right now, Blood.
Well, first, I just want to show you my 2 Satoshi chart that I do review daily. I'm just going to do it today. I'm not doing another live stream, ladies and gents. We're multi-streaming here, multicasting, my channel and his. So this is what you get for today. So we're back into this channel, which again, I'm surprised. But as you see here, we did wick up to that trend line. We have to get back above that trend line for this to for me to say, oh man, we're going higher.
We're back.
So we need to get back above basically 22,200. If we can get above there and close maybe half a day, 12 bars. This is an hour chart, 12 bars or so above this trend line. We're going to move up. So
I like it.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, and so Blood Analytics, though, again, this is why I trade using quant. I don't trade with emotions, because I thought, and if I was just trading manually, Keeper, I would have been saying, we're going lower. Let me put shorts in. No, we went long on Bitcoin earlier today at 7:30 a.m. And you see how much money we're in the money. We just took half our profits just now. Which ironically lines up with that trend line.
What freaking chart are you on? Are you on a 1 minute chart?
No.
What is that?
No.
What chart is that? Is that 10-minute chart?
13.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You like to use that.
13.
I saw that candle. I said, wait a minute. That is not a daily candle. That is not an hourly candle.
No.
What kind of candle is that?
Yeah. Okay. So here's Ethereum. We went long on Ethereum yesterday at 10 a.m. So we've been long in Ethereum for a whole day and some change. Deep in the money on that one.
Nice.
And we're just now, because of Binance token is, I have it calibrated. It's slower to react. So we're just now going long, which I'm going to improve the Binance one shortly for us. But we're just going long on Binance. So
yeah,
that's where we stand, man.
The entire market to me was a surprise, and I think it was for a lot of people. That's why, in my experience in the crypto markets, that's why you will hear other people say, and it's been correct a lot, has been, hey, if everybody's telling you it's going one direction, just pay attention, because there's a very likely, scenario that has it moving the other way. And everybody was talking about these markets going to continue to go down. Now, I'm kind of in the camp. So I love
I'm not. I don't think we're in a bull. This is the start of the bull market.
I hear you. I don't. Yeah. So I love what Bill showed, the timestamps that he showed, the kind of where we were at, why he thought we were there, and then what history showed as well. It was great. It looks great. My concern is, somebody in the chat earlier said something about Davos, right? They're talking about the World Economic Forum, right? The stuff that's happening in our world today is what makes me cringe. And I just feel like just because of the state of our economy. I mean, we just reached the debt ceiling. We talked about that on Wednesday. Crusader and I had a fire stream going through what the debt ceiling looks like, what happens when you hit it. What are the options to
they're not paying certain pensions and stuff. It's just ridiculous, bro.
It is.
And people wonder why people don't want to pay taxes. or pay less.
Yep.
This stuff is, I don't want to curse, but this stuff is getting out of control, bro.
Yeah.
It is.
It really is. It's out of control. And so my concern is that with all of this happening, with what I believe to be some, food shortage issues, we've got water issues all over the place. We were talking about the state of Arizona being out of water. Like, it's scary stuff happening. I'm thinking, does crypto thrive because of the dollar being crushed, or does it follow traditional markets like it has in the past a lot that start to get hammered as a result of all of this uncertainty?
Well, you gotta understand though, in a state of crisis, the dollar gets stronger. See, that's where people don't understand. In an episode,
you can't think that the dollar is going to get stronger right now, though.
It will.
Right now.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
We literally have the BRICS nations moving against us. We've hit our debt ceiling. The only way to get it is either print some $2 trillion freaking fake ass coin. Like, we are printing ourselves into oblivion, or raising interest rates again, or all of them are bad options. How do we not get strength from the dollar? How do we get strength?
I know it sounds counterintuitive, but the thing is, so I don't know if you recall, maybe you were following financial markets back then, but I want to say, was it 2016, 17?
So it definitely was at that point.
It was before that. It was maybe 2016 or 15.
Okay.
We had a debt ceiling issue.
Yep. Okay.
We have it all the time.
There's
nothing new, right? Yeah. But we had a debt ceiling standoff, and S&P, Standard & Poor's, downgraded our debt. I don't know if you remember that. That was a big thing.
Okay.
And they downgraded our debt. We thought the world was over. It may have been earlier than 15, 16, but it doesn't matter, because all the world's debt is still denominated in dollars
currently,
and it will be for a long time.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I know. Not debate a freaking crypto, chance. Baby. Not debate a crypto. Chance. We are in trouble. We are in trouble, blood.
No,
how do we have these how do we have these BRICS nations coming together and backing with commodities, with gold, with uranium, with oil, with all of these like real deal commodities, while we are actively doing nothing but kicking the can down the road? We have to be nervous. We're already nervous about freaking Bitcoin. We should be, because the people theoretically could opt out of the system that we're in today if enough people said, no, enough's enough. I'm not going to use the dollar. I'm going to use Bitcoin. Theoretically, that could happen. And if Russia and China Brazil, Russia, India, China, Saudi Arabia, if they truly are able to say, you know what, we're not going to use the dollar anymore, we effectively have enough reserves in our gold, in our uranium, in this, in that, in whatever, what are we going to do?
Uranus.
Yeah, Uranus. Yeah, you got lots of things going on in Uranus right now. It's feels like people have their heads in their anus.
Listen, bro, I know it doesn't sound intuitive. It's definitely counterintuitive to think that the dollar would get stronger in a world crisis situation. But it's like the world economy, macro world economy, is like a big ship. It takes a long time to change course.
Right.
It takes a while. Mm-hmm. And so when I say a while, I'm talking decades.
Okay.
I asked Mark Yusko earlier today, how long? He said it's going to take decades.
For us to get away from the dollar?
Yeah. Yep.
He thinks it's going to be decades before we're using a CBDC?
But that's just dollar. That's a proxy for US dollar. It's still dollars though. Right?
Right, but it's going to be the way that they're going to effectively trick people into believing that they have a better solution and they fixed the financial crisis that we're in, and it's not. We still are.
It's what DJ Short just said. You really think the US is going to go away without a fight?
No, hell no. I don't think that at all.
That's what I'm saying. We're nowhere near the precipice of no US dollar as the current world reserve currency, because you would know we would be there when we see kinetic wars, when we see literally it's going down, right? Yeah. That's when I would be like, okay, I think we're starting to get to that point. It's no way the US just gracefully bows out. It's not happening, bro.
I agree.
There yet. Yeah,
they're all struggling for power. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. We are for sure going. everybody wants power. So I totally agree with that. My question becomes, if these other massive nations truly band together and we were to go to war, like real deal war, do we think we could take on the whole world? Like, I was in the Marine Corps, and I'm going to tell you that China is absolutely not to be, messed with because of the sheer size and the manpower that they have. They have technology that they probably are not actually representing and showing. And
but we do too. That's our trick bag.
Agreed.
That's what I'm saying. If it gets to that point, they'll bring out the black budget projects.
You ain't gonna need the markets at that point. We're gonna be sitting here talking about how are we gonna get out of our house the next couple days to find some
danger close out for NFTs. And
exactly. That's
exactly. I agree with you. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
okay. So you see the dollar actually getting stronger, which theoretically is going to hurt Bitcoin other countries for at least a little while. So that's part of why you're thinking we'll have some negative impact.
Until everyone divests their debt out of dollars.
Yeah.
Then it's dollar to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dollar to the end because they have to pay and service those debts with dollars. So it's like a feedback
until they change the rules, right?
But it's a feedback loop.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's I don't see it happening anytime soon. It will happen because nothing lasts forever. I'm not saying that.
I think this is an interesting comment right here. It says every country is sick of the dollar hegemony. I think is actually how you said hegemony. And newsflash, we've blown armament in Ukraine that will take years to replace. We're not strong right now. I agree that we're not strong right now because of our position in topics and issues at hand and the way that we're handling things. I also think that we're doing some very sneaky things. The border crisis to the people in power right now in the United States, it's not a crisis. It's a very simple idea. You open up the borders, and this is going to sound racist as heck, but this is just a fact, right? So people can take this how they want. This is not a bad thing that I'm saying. I'm just looking at it for what it is. You open up the border to millions and millions of people, hundreds of thousands, millions of people that ultimately are very, very poor right now, okay? You let all of those people come into our country. Who do they rely on at that point? Our freaking government. So who are they going to effectively pay fealty to as we continue to move forward, as we create all of these government programs and we do all of these things for them? They're never going to turn their back on.
Yeah, they're going to continue to vote for the Bidens,
which is exactly what this play is. A lot of people won't talk about it. They won't say it because it's politically incorrect. But it's crazy, man. It literally is crazy. They are trying to effectively use people who are otherwise suffering, acting as if, hey, we've got a better solution for you here. And then they come over and they're still in the same position. But we'll throw them some breadcrumbs here. Let's get a vote or two. It's sad.
What's going on, DC? Look at Tottenham real quick. Thanks for tuning in, bro.
Crypto fam, we love you. We appreciate you for being here. You could be anywhere on what is it today? Friday. Today's Friday. You got any big plans for the weekend?
No, not this weekend. Oh, I actually do. My son's birthday. He's turning 2 Sunday. So
Crusader, his daughter's first birthday is today.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So shout out to her.
So everybody wish Baby Blood a happy 2-year-old experience this weekend at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, but that'll be fun. That'll be wild. You got a bunch of kids running around trying to keep track of who's where. That's always fun. Actually, Chuck E. Cheese is always a fun little place to go. Okay, so for me, actually, this evening, a lot of you know that I'll be leaving for Brazil in a little bit less than 2 weeks, actually like 2 days less than 2 weeks. And this evening, myself and the guys that I'm going with are all getting together to kind of nail down and cement a couple plans that are up in the air. So we'll probably end up staying out incredibly too late and, having some fun this evening, but I'm excited about that and obviously excited about going to Brazil. So, all right, cool. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. We brought you on here to talk about a couple different topics. Let's talk about it. Let's start off with, let's kick it off with SBF. I just think it's a funny article. It's very interesting. I wonder, I kind of want to kind of get a little, thought on this, but ultimately there was, why is this? There we go. A daring drive-by. I love how they call it a drive-by at SBF 3. Yeah, exactly right. A daring drive-by at SBF's 3 at SBF's 3 men drove into a barricade and fled, says lawyers. So effectively, the defunct CEO of FTX reported that 3 unidentified men, they drove their car into a metal barricade outside of his parents' home. So they got a barricade out there for obvious reasons, right? A lot of people lost a lot of money. They know where he is now. Boom, bam, slam. Why 3 people got in the car and not just one person was taking the heat for it, I don't know. But they got out of the car. What's that?
How did they not get the license plate?
I have no idea. I have absolutely zero idea. Hold that. Gosh, this is absolutely crazy. I was about to try to pay for something I had a call coming through from Home Depot. Yay. That's always exciting on a live stream. They got out of the car after hitting the barricade and told a security guard of the home that you won't be able to stop us. The trio were then able to drive away before security guards could record the car's license plates, supposedly, right? The incident's being used to highlight the security risks faced by Bankman-Fried and those linked to him, including 2 individuals who secured his $250 million bond. Do we know who that is? Blood, do we know who secured that bond? Because they didn't tell us.
So I reported on this a couple weeks ago. We do not. And do
you have any thoughts on that?
SBF has filed a motion to keep that secret. It's 2 individuals. And we don't know. I don't know how they would keep that secret, man.
Or it's a lot of freaking money to keep secret.
That is. Who the hell is that, man? Like, that will definitely expose them. I hope they let us know who it is, because we can then go run into their homes, drive-bys.
Yeah, man. I find it interesting that, first of all, just trying to make a statement, you run into a metal barrier with your car. It's not like they pulled up and started like firing on the security guards or whatever. So just smash it in, make a statement, let everybody know I'm here, and then run away, right? And not getting a license plate number seems mildly fishy to me.
It does.
They said that they went away. Now, I don't know if there was security, like good footage that they've been able to look at or what.
Or maybe they took the license plate off. That's a possibility.
You would think so, right? You would think so.
Maybe they did that.
I don't know. But in any event, SBF, you deserve everything coming at you, if you ask me, brother. You scam a bunch of people out of massive amounts of money. How much time do you think
he's going to get?
Man, unfortunately, I don't think he's
gonna. Everyone's flipped on him, bro.
I know, but I don't think I'll tell you this. Now, this would suck. All right. I don't think he'll do more than 10 years. I don't know.
Wow.
You think he's going to do more than that?
Yeah, I think he's doing a 20 piece.
Man, I feel like his connections in the background are going to come to play at some point, and I think that when the case actually comes forward, he will have dimed enough other people out as a part of this and played his hand.
See, that's where the leverage is gone, though, Keeper. The leverage is gone. He had the leverage was him diming out people, but they dimed him. They snitched on him first.
I agree.
So there's no leverage for him. That's why I'm saying
that we know
he's going to take the plea that we know. He's going to take. He pled guilty right now, but he can always change that up until the actual court date.
Yep.
I think he's going to end up flipping and taking a plea, 20 years.
But I guess where I have trouble swallowing that is where a plea of 20 years basically says then that he has effectively no information to give anybody. And I think that he does. I think that there's other hands in the cookie jar that we've not truly heard, that do not want to be heard, that in the back room, the FBI, the feds, the government is going to say, listen, you know what I'm saying? This, and this are going to stay off of the record. And in exchange for that, because I do think that our government was tied into this in one way or another. I really do. I really think that I cannot see how you have the head of the SEC meeting with someone who is effectively the largest scammer on planet Earth and they don't know anything that's going on whatsoever.
Big Boy said he's got some intel on Gary, right?
Yeah.
That
So I just wonder. I wonder. And so because they're going to want to protect those people, I think that might be where the leverage comes. So I think that there's more information there that we probably will never hear. And I think he'll get a plea and it'll piss people off and this, that, and the third. It'll look strong enough that, you know, oh man, that sucks. You know what I mean? I also think he'll go to a country club, private prison too, as well. You know,
my only rebuttal to that is your boy Madoff knew a lot of people too.
He did. And what did Bernie get? You remember?
Like 30, 40 years, bro.
Did he end up getting that much? I didn't remember that.
When rich people lose their money, things change. Okay.
I think that a lot of people,
powerful rich people, get their money. You know, I don't know, man.
Yeah, you're right. And what Tom Brady lose? Like $600 and something million?
No, I don't think he lost that much.
That was the original. That was the original piece. Let me look. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think he got that much. And then, because I saw that too. And then it said he lost his life savings and stuff. Nah, he's good.
Yeah, well, I don't think he's he's hurting. It let's see here. It says he lost over 40. The newest information says that he lost over $40 million.
Yeah.
And then some of this says 250, but that $250 million, Tom Brady's set to lose a massive chunk of his wealth ahead of the so I don't know. You're gonna get mixed information everywhere. But at any event,
Madoff got 35, DCF said.
35 years.
Yeah.
35 years. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I could totally be wrong. I just
But you got to think though. He got 35 years and he was like 60 years old, 70 years old. So that's a life sentence. This is federal time. You have to do all of it, right? MF Global, this is true. Corzine walked, but this is not an MF Global. This is definitely bigger than John Corzine.
Yeah.
Now, you got to think he's only 30 something years old, 20 years. He's
like 29 or 30 or something like that.
Yeah, he'll be out when he's 50. That's not bad. Like, think about it. It's not really that bad.
A 20 piece is not really that bad.
Not when you're 30.
Man.
That's why I can't do no crimes anymore, man. It just don't balance
too
out.
Old for that.
Risk reward isn't there, Keeper.
Too old for that. I'm 38 years old. I'm not doing a 20 piece anymore.
No,
that's why I left that life behind. No more.
Exactly.
No more doing this.
Exactly.
I don't want to live like that anymore.
I'm with you.
All right. So SBF, that's what he's got going on. We'll find out as we continue to move forward with that. Let's talk about hey, I told you I was going to Brazil. Let's talk about Brazil.
Shout out to Magic Internet. He's in the building.
Oh yeah, Magic's always jumping up in here. That's my boy doing the diving us into the depths of TA as always. We appreciate you, Magic. Crypto users in Brazil and India set for a boost from the latest Samsung wallet rollout. There's some interesting stuff on this. So basically, Samsung had announced a rollout of its crypto wallet, linkable. Basically, it's a linkable mobile payment solution. So the Samsung wallet. Brazil, India, Malaysia, and there's 5 other countries. It's going to be Australia, Canada, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Taiwan. So in the US, the Samsung Galaxy smartphone, apparently I'm an iPhone guy, so I don't know this, but from the information,
I'm Android all day, baby. I
figured you were, so you might know this. Those owners can already link their Samsung wallets to their Coinbase accounts. Okay, so they can link it to the Coinbase account, but they still have to log into Coinbase to purchase. To do the actual transactions, and that's where they're trying to make the move, right? So this move is going to take the nations which I spoke of, in which the wallet is in 2021. Samsung has not rolled out an exact date for the rollout, but it'll be ready at, quote, the end of January. The company's looking forward to sharing exciting new developments this year and is working towards new potential partners in development. So, Blood, what I want to ask you about this is, so you have a mobile phone developer, right? In a huge mobile phone developer, obviously, in Samsung. And they are diving into the crypto space. Are they going to effectively create this wallet and bring in microtransactions as they're going to effectively, because what they want to do is make the exchange available. So you just log onto your wallet and they want you to be able to buy and sell effectively from there. So is Samsung trying to get a piece of that action? And if so, is Coinbase and some of these other companies going to fight back? And before you answer that, come here, Boogie. Come here. Addison wants to remind everybody after her nap.
Let's
to make sure to get your hardware wallet. That's right. You don't want to say hi to everybody today? You say hi to everybody? Not today? Huh? Okay. She wants to remind you, get your hardware wallets. She's got more ETH than you do.
Yeah. So DCF, before I answer, DCF said Madoff got 150 years, bro.
Hold on. What?
Madoff got sentenced to 150 years. Are you telling me this nigga? I'm sorry. You telling me this guy? You telling me this guy ain't gonna get 20 piece? He's gonna get a 20 piece, baby, with some fries. He might get a 20 piece with some fries, Keeper.
But I don't think Bernie Madoff was connected.
Huh?
I don't think he was connected. Not the way
he was more connected than anybody.
Nah. I think there's some deep ties with his family, with SBF's family. I don't know. We'll find out. I just genuinely think that there's people that are involved that they do not want out there. That's what I think. And with the Bernie Madoff thing, I think that he effectively was the linchpin to all of it, and it house of cards, and he was the only person to point to. I think there's other people to point to with this thing. That's what I think, but I don't know.
No. Bernie Madoff's brother got like.
Yeah, well, no. I know more people. I know more people got time for sure. There was definitely multiple people involved in it for sure.
Or son or something. It's a sad story because he died in prison. His son died.
Yeah. I didn't know his son died. I knew he did. He died pretty early into his sentence, I think.
12 years in or something. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But so to answer your question, bro, about this,
so is that what the Samsung? Is that what these companies are? Is Apple going to be getting involved? Like, are they all going to be trying to dig into this?
What I think Samsung is trying to do is circumvent these Play stores.
Okay.
This 30% tax that Apple is doing, iStore and Google Play Store.
Yeah.
They're hitting everybody for 30% on every transaction, bro. Like, so I'm thinking this is a play to circumvent that potentially. That's what comes to mind.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, how are they going to use the crypto side of it, the crypto exchange side of it to circumvent that?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
How are they? So they create a wallet. They create a wallet that you can effectively buy and sell crypto. How is that going to circumvent the different applications that they're basically taking percentages off of?
Well, maybe there will now be a way to use an API that directly connects to the Android system directly, right, without having to go through.
So they're going to use blockchain technology through the phones to not have to.
Yeah, so there'll be like an SDK. There'll be an SDK that Samsung creates for mobile developers on Android that they can connect and do payments via crypto really easily. Maybe I don't know. It's just a way to circumvent Google Play.
Yeah.
Now this doesn't affect iOS and their cartel. I don't know what the hell they're but
yeah. It's not a bad thought. I hadn't really even thought of that angle at all. I just thought of it as a business decision. Hey, crypto is going somewhere. We know it is. We all know it is. Let's get a piece of the action. But if it's big, like if it's the next step, in that as well, that would be absolutely huge. And I think the bigger part of this story is that at the point that every person gets their new phone and effectively has a crypto wallet, I think that says something. I think that is moving us towards the mass adoption that we've always talked about. The moment that everybody buys a phone and one of the applications that's right on your phone is your crypto wallet, and the ability to open up the crypto wallet and buy and sell crypto from that wallet, all of a sudden it's not, what's crypto again? People might not understand blockchain technology. They might not know what it is that they're doing. But when somebody says, hey, just jump on your crypto wallet and do X,
mass
Y, and
adoption
Z.
doesn't look like knowing what crypto is.
No, it's like the internet, right? Most people don't know how.
Right. They don't know what TCPS, TCP and all that. So mass adoption it looks like what you just said,
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to my man DCF. He said he had to flip. He now that he knows that Madoff got 150. He said 20 seems like it will be going easy on SBF, and it would be.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's going easy, bro. I'm Crypto Diamonds, bro. I don't get.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out probably 10 years from now when the case is over. Just like every freaking thing else. It'll be like the XRP case. It'll be done in 15 freaking years.
No, XRP case will be done this month.
This
and they're
month?
gonna lose. And they're gonna lose.
What?
Yeah.
And they're gonna lose.
And they're gonna lose.
Bro, my bags cannot handle that kind of action. Okay. I don't need to hear all that. I don't need to hear that. Crypto fam, smash the likes. Make sure that you're following Crypto Blood. If you don't already have an indicator, check out Bloodalytics. It's quant trading. So effectively, it just says, hey,
take the emotions out.
Hey, dummy. Hey, dummy. Buy, sell, buy, sell.
And FYI, you're first to know this I haven't even told the crew yet, but the bridge between having it automated for all systems will be you'll be able to copy trade my account now on FairDesk. Ooh. So all the trades I'll manually be placing for Bloodalytics will be copy traded, invite only. So you have to buy a subscription of Bloodalytics.
Yeah.
On FairDesk, and then boom, I'll be trading for you.
Ooh.
That
Keeper,
starts
Keeper might be getting
Sunday.
in on that special.
Yeah,
I ain't got time. I ain't got time for it other than that. I might be in on that.
Starts Sunday. I got them to finally. I got FairDesk to implement a feature where it would be invite only to my copy trade.
It needs to be.
They did that for me. Yeah,
it needs to be because if it wasn't, that's a terrible business decision. That doesn't make sense, right? Like it needs to be set up that way. So that's good. Good for you, dude. That's freaking great. All right, let's finish it up. Let's talk about Genesis. Let's talk about or Gemini. Man, hold on a second. I literally get those two. Right? It is actually Genesis. Yes, I get
them mixed up too.
I always get
Gemini,
I mean, and they're intertwined.
Gemini,
too, you know what I mean?
Yes, they are. Gemini are the Dingleberry twins.
Yes, they are. Yes,
that's who Gemini is.
They definitely are. They are definitely commingled as well. So Genesis files for bankruptcy, has $150 million in the bank. Let's take a look at this. So basically, Genesis has revealed that their largest creditors in their recent Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing. The top spot was taken by the crypto exchange Gemini, which was why I was continuing. Well, I mean, I always get it mixed up, but ultimately, was Gemini with a disputed debt of $765.9 million. The filing made in the Southern District of New York revealed over $3.6 billion with a B dollars worth of debt to its largest creditors. Roughly half of the debtors were not even named. The second largest creditor is Singapore-based entity Marana Corp, which has an outstanding debt of $151.6 million. So as you look through this, and as I was reading through the article, effectively, the headline says, hey, they're filing for bankruptcy and they got $150 million in the bank. Well, listen, I don't care how much money you have in the bank. If you got $150 million and you owe $3.6 billion, guess who's more wealthy than Genesis right now? Your boy CryptoKeeper. I got news for you, okay? Because they are in the tank.
Hey, all I gotta say is
$9,240,000,000.
I mean, think about it. You know what I mean? Like, I love these headlines sometimes. It's like, man, they've got $150 million in their filing. Man, these guys are crazy. Why are they? Bro, they owe $3.6 billion. They are effectively, if you got $150 million in the bank, they are 20x in the freaking hole. They're 25x in the hole. They're in trouble. How do they get to these numbers, Blood? How do these numbers get so out of hand with debt? Like, I've been taught to use OPM, we call it, in other businesses, other people's money, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I've done it very little because it does make me nervous, but you do need to do it, okay? Fine, to help grow and whatever.
Yeah.
How does it get to the point?
I'm of the camp that I'm of the Robert Kiyosaki camp. I've had him on my channel, by the way. Go check out that interview.
Oh, that's dope. I haven't had him on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Use debt to become rich, man. You got to use other people's money to become rich. That's the only way you're gonna do it. Can't save your way to wealth, ladies and gents.
I definitely agree with that, especially nowadays with the rate of inflation, everything else. But I guess what I'm asking is, these numbers get absolutely exponentially freaking huge. Are all of these businesses that are owed this money effectively just betting on the fact that this company is going to succeed flat out? Like they were betting that, hey, with the business model that Genesis had set up, they were going to be okay. And ultimately they weren't. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. So they were literally dumping money and dumping money and well, I want a piece of the action. I want a piece of the action. I want a piece of the action. They had deals set up with all these different companies for X amount of dollars, Bitcoin, ETH, whatever, however the transactions looked like. And then when crap hit the fan and everything went to hell in a handbasket, they're holding the bag.
Well, yeah, it is. It's basically, it was FOMO VC style.
Mm-hmm.
It was FOMO venture capital style, and this is why it's good to allow stuff like this to happen, to wash out bad behavior, because they got to the point where people weren't even doing any due diligence on people, meaning these VCs weren't doing any due diligence on the capital they were deploying, which wasn't even their capital. So they're taking other people's capital, putting it with Genesis, and Genesis is taking other people's capital.
Yes, sir.
And then going around and buying shares of Grayscale
of other people's capital.
So there you go. That's how it happens, bro. It's just a big circle jerk of other people's money.
Yeah. And we've seen this time and time again. It's not just crypto. So for those of you that are new to financial markets, this has happened since the beginning of time. This is not like a new thing. Everybody wants to try to get their little piece of the action, and you got to take risk to do that. And they took on some risk, and a lot of these companies are going to lose. I think it'll be interesting to see who gets paid. I always wonder, like, who gets paid out first. The crappy thing is that the retail investor, the people who probably need money the most, are going to be the ones that will not see anything. And that's what I hate, right? These big, huge corporations put these big numbers out there. But listen, if you got big balls to make those, those bets, well, you got to pay the other side of the, I mean?
I asked Mark Yusko earlier, because I brought this point up on Around the Blockchain yesterday, which I know you're going to be on there at 5:00 today. So make sure you guys go support Keeper. Let's be in that chat room for Keeper. But I said that, I'm saying, whoa, guys. I said Wells Fargo is way worse than FTX.
Who said that?
I did. I said Wells Fargo is way worse than FTX. And I asked Mark Yusko the same question, and he agreed, because he said, you know what? When you're talking about people like Genesis or FTX, at least that money was supposed to be speculation, right? It was supposed to be discretionary money. It's not money that I'm saving because I need to pay my bills. This is not money I need for my rent. So there is a level of, you were putting that money with Genesis because you were trying to make more money. You were putting that money with FTX because you were trying to make more money. It was a speculative move.
Yeah.
Sure, they sold you on it was a safe move investment, but turned out not to be. But with Wells Fargo, man, it's worse. That's a worse situation, in my opinion.
And these banks, you get into that, and then you get into the idea, the other side of it, where you got somebody like Jamie Dimon, who will openly talk absolute trash about Bitcoin, which effectively someone like that talking, can affect markets for those who believe what he's saying, right?
Yeah.
And in the background, he's like, yo, pack the bags, right? He's literally stacking, I forget what year it was, but he effectively had just said, I will fire any employee. I think it was last year or the year before. I'll fire anybody that freaking, buys Bitcoin, this, that, and the third, supports it, yada, yada, yada. And in the background, they are literally buying shares in basically one of the largest Bitcoin blockchain companies around. They're effectively investing into Bitcoin. That man knows what he's doing when he does that. You know what I mean? It's slimy. It's slimy. Well, Crypto Fam, we appreciate you for being here. Make sure you follow Crypto Blood. Check out Bloodalytics if you're looking for a quant trading solution. I'm telling you right now, it works. I've seen it work myself. And this copy trading thing that's coming up is super interesting to me.
Yeah,
don't have the freaking time to sit down and trade. So I think I'm going to be talking.
Let me work for you. I'm going to do it. I mean, I'm trading already anyway. So
I like it. I like that. I like that idea a lot. So if you like that, make sure to check out Bloodalytics. It is bloodalytics.com, right?
Yep, bloodalytics.com.
Bloodalytics.com. Check that out. Well, Crypto Fam, we love you guys. You could be anywhere on a Friday afternoon, but you are hanging out with your boys, Blood and Keeper. So we love you. We hope you guys have a wonderful day. Just remember to question everything, trust nothing, And until next time, hodl like it's
Holla.
hot. We will see you soon.